What is going on, y'all? It's your boy RickyMoto. Welcome back to another video. So I wanted to update you guys on the M4 because I haven't made a video on it for a long time, and there's been a little reason as to why I haven't been showing the car on the channel, nor have I really been driving it. It's actually been sitting for a little bit over a month now. But yeah, the reason why is because this car is broken. I still have the Christmas decorations and all that on here. It's already like the end of January. It's about to be February, literally in a few days. I gotta take all this stuff off today. I might give it a quick little wipe down, not a full detail, just because it's been raining the past few days, and also it's gonna continue to rain next week. But yeah, the car is currently okay, but the past few days or the past few weeks it hasn't been. So in this video today, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on with the M4, what happened to it. So one day I was driving the M4 and everything was totally fine. I'm cruising down the highway, and all of a sudden a check engine light shows up on my dash, and I was so confused because there was no signs of issues with the car. It didn't start driving weird and didn't make any weird noise, just suddenly the light came on, and I was really confused as to what that possibly could be. My mind was racing at this point. I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's because of the downpipe, because I did recently put a downpipe on this car, and maybe that's throwing like a O2 sensor code. But I did tune the car with boot mod and I disabled the O2 sensor, and so it shouldn't be that light from the O2 sensor. So maybe the gas cap is loose or whatever. So I didn't really know what it was until I got home and I ran my OBD test with the Bimmer code and Bimmer link, and guys, it was bad. I had a whole list of issues with this car. I got misfires, I had like exhaust leak, like a whole bunch of craziness. I had something wrong with the adaptive suspension as well on the sensors and whatnot, like a lot of different codes. I thought, okay, maybe there's a misread, so I would clear the codes, reset the car, and see if the codes come back, and still it would continue to give me that error. Now what's even more wild is when I went into the iDrive system, into the vehicle status, it didn't show any of the errors. It said all systems okay. So I immediately just kept the car off. I didn't want to keep it running because if you have a misfire, it could be quite dangerous to your engine. You can cause permanent damage if it's really serious. I went onto like a 2-week trip to Hong Kong, and if you guys want to see a vlog about that, I put it on my other channel. So when I got back from the trip, I had to start working right away, so I still couldn't really fix this car up, but I did order the parts. So basically what the car needed was some new ignition coils and spark plugs. And for the time being, when I got back, because I didn't have time to fix this car, I was driving my daily, which is over there, which is my blacked out Mercedes A220. It's a 2019 model, and that car has been serving me and saving my ass. And this is why I love having two cars. If one goes down, you always have a backup option. You're able to get to work still, you're able to still live your life and do whatever you got to do. I needed new spark plugs, and I also needed new ignition coils. So that's really what it needed. This car has about 44,000 miles on it, one owner, and the previous owner, me being the second one, I'm not sure if the previous owner has ever changed it. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. And the Carfax that I got with the car was pretty subpar. It's very, sporadic and like not too much stuff on there. So I'm not exactly sure if they have been changed, and I'm just assuming they aren't. If you're driving like a Japanese car, the spark plugs can last up to like 100,000 miles, but for German cars like this, every 25 to 35,000 is the recommended time to change them out. And also, I'm assuming another reason that kind of caused it was not only just the wear and tear and like the age of the part that caused it to fail, but also because I did have this car tuned on stage 1, fully stock components. And so it's definitely could have accelerated the wear on the car because you're running a tune without any physical upgrades, and so it is kind of forcing a lot of the components to work harder than it should be. And so I think I kind of added to the problem and kind of caused it to burn out. But it was a pretty simple fix. I literally got it done yesterday. I got the spark plugs done, I got the 2-step NGKs along with some upgraded ignition coils. I was looking into the Dynan ones, but they were just a little bit more expensive, and I'm just trying to save a little bit but without sacrificing too much on the quality. So I did get some aftermarket ignition coils, but they are also the upgraded version to have better power and better reliability. Whenever I need to do maintenance on my cars, I typically don't get the OEM part, just because not only do they cost a lot, they're also very like mid kind of quality. It's not meant to be pushed beyond what it's built for. But a lot of the aftermarket stuff, especially if you're looking into performance parts, they're built to handle that. So that's why whenever there's like a maintenance issue like this, I always get like a better version aftermarket. So yeah, not super crazy of a situation, but it was a scary like moment because it just happened out of nowhere, and I wasn't even driving hard. I was afraid the crank hub probably went or something happened, because This car is fully stock. The crank hub is still OG, hasn't been changed yet. Stock intercooler, stock charge pipe. Like, this whole car is literally just OEM, and I'm the first owner of this specific car that has started modifying it. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Nothing too crazy. I did get a couple upgrades because I was at the shop yesterday, but I want to save it for another video. But let's take a look under the hood. You know, basically stock motor, but all we did was we changed the spark plugs and the ignition coils. The only thing that's done to this car that I actually haven't even told you guys about or showed on the channel, I did get my exhaust setup upgraded, and I'm going to be making a video right after this featuring the new exhaust. So if you guys want to check out how this thing sounds, and you did get a little bit of a sneak peek in the beginning when I did a cold start, yeah, stay tuned for my next video where I kind of break down the exhaust setup, and we're going to do a couple flybys, sound clips, revs. The car is starting to come along. It's a very conservative build for the most part, performance-wise. But yeah, the M4 is now back to life. It is running again. I just got fresh oil. We are back in 2024 with the content grind. I am about to take my bike out as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.